Hey, Together Culture. The sun is setting on 2024, and I bet if you're like Ellie and I that you're reflecting on the past 365 days of your life. As part of your journey this year, you turned up to build Together Culture. I thank you for that. And I really want to urge you to think about Together Culture as a noun. So Together Culture as a noun is the product of turning up to collaborate in the acts of sharing and caring and learning and experimenting, which results in the spreading of gritty hope through action. And I think what we've found out together this year on our Together Culture journey is that's what we're capable of. That's what we do together, is build this gritty hope. Our prototype year here at Fitzroy Street has been hair-raising and soul-tickling exercise in building our gritty hope muscles. So I really want to make sure that I thank you so much for sharing your precious time with all of us, for coming together, for having the courage to step outside of your comfort zone. We did a whole lot of that. And also exploring the power that we have to shape the world in which we live, no matter how dark some days may actually feel.
In this year's Citizen Studio, we co-created around the question, in 10 years' time, if our neighbourhood, the Kite, was the heart of Cambridge's more inclusive and ecological economy, what would be different and where would we start? So your answer to where to start was to develop a better understanding of the origins of our neighbourhood, which you described as being more vibrant than the rest of our city. The Heritage Lottery Fund provided financial support. ARU and the Cambridge Room became collaborators, and 10 community members came forward to train as oral historians. This autumn, we've been quietly listening as people share their life in the Kite stories. One quote which has really struck us from this work is, "Any plan for the Kite must do something for the soul." That was Rodney Tibbs, one of the Save the Kite activists back in 1977.
Everyone who's turned up at Together Culture collaborated, experimented, and helped others over this past year, whether it's with the Kite Project or otherwise, who's been helping to do what Rodney asked of us nearly a half century ago. We've been stoking the embers of the soul of our city. And what we have to say to Rodney is, well, you ain't seen nothing yet. In 2024, we lived our first cycle of our theory of change to provide greater clarity around our purpose. In February 2025, at the Kite Festival, we'll be launching something that's called a transmedia installation called the Kite Navigator, which is a tangible way for people from many different walks of life to place themselves in the future of Cambridge by exploring our past. So how does our mindset shift if we begin to see the present as a bridge between the past and the future? It becomes a much more deeply meaningful thing that's much more about us, not just about me. We're also going to be launching next year a new experience economy business called Let's Go Fly the Kite Tours, which helps to create more meaningful jobs and a way to build and to share prosperity through the exploration of all of these amazing things that we've learned about the heritage that we get to live, about the collaborative entrepreneurialism, the commitment to social progress, about the understanding that people are a part of nature too, and the creative expression that we use to be able to bring and make tangible that which feels most meaningful to us. You helped create all of this. It's incredible. And going back to that hope thing, sociologist Dr. Brené Brown explains that hope isn't a feeling, but hope is a cognitive behavioral process, and it emerges from having a goal, a pathway to achieving it, and a sense of urgency. And out of our Citizen Studio came a pathway to developing a more inclusive and ecological local economy, with the heart of it right here in Cambridge as the neighborhood that is the Kite. And our concept of what Together Culture can be, a department store of regeneration. And the department store of regeneration is basically how we demonstrate what Together Culture is. It's the framework. It's how we go about developing reciprocal economic value from what nurtures humanity. the skills of caring, sharing, learning, and experiencing. Together, we really can revolutionize the world of work. If for no other reason, then we have to. Each step we take gets us closer to Together Culture being a beacon on Fitzroy Street that demonstrates to this entire country a prosperous economy in which everyone has something to contribute and everyone benefits is possible because we're doing it.
How remarkable that Together Culture is emerging in a place called the Kite. A kite has one goal: to soar. Profound forces act upon it, so that a kite must continuously adapt, take squiggly routes, and narrowly escape nosedives to find its pathway to freedom.
And the thing is, to feel that freedom, a kite is tethered to another who is nurturing it and enabling it to festoon the sky with vibrant color and a tremulous kind of power. We really hope to see everyone on the 23rd of January from 5 p.m. when we are holding our State of Together Culture, because there are big plans that we've been putting together for the new year. But until then, on this solstice day and every day, let your heart be light.